This is Providence Television International, the game changer. Hello again, it's nice to have you with us on Providence Television International. My name is Emmanuel Igariba. I wish you all Merry Christmas. And this is to announce that we're starting a new series, as you rightly saw there. A new series called Echoes of Leadership and Nation Building. In the African continent, for example, we need a lot of good leadership, good governance. There are many people who have been icons, by the way. And today, they serve as exemplars. We're going to be bringing you some of the things they said, some of the ideals, some of the things they believed in, so that they can lead our present crop of leaders, especially in Africa. Of course, we're not limiting all these people to Africa. We're also going to reach out to Europe and elsewhere. There have been good leaders down the line in history around the world. So we'll bring to you what they said, their own idea of leadership, and what they know as the truth when it comes to leadership. Now, many nations are at the precipice, in Africa particularly. They're in reverse order because of bad leadership. And that's why a lot of countries in Africa are still where they are. But we have had very wonderful leaders from this same continent, and we'll bring them to you. We are starting with Africa, by the way, on this edition of Echoes of Leadership and Nation Building. Now, we're starting with nobody else but Nelson Mandela, who is the symbol of good leadership in Africa. He's passed on, but he was the first president, became the first president of Black South Africa, having been in prison for about 27 years. He came out of prison straight to the presidency of Africa, of South Africa. Now, what did Nelson Mandela believe in? And this is the quote. Actually, there are two quotes here. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they have been directed from behind. In other words, a leader must be at the back leading the other people on. Number two, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, which is true. A lot of leaders believe in this, and that is why in Nigeria we think that education must take the front burner, no matter what. In the north, for instance, this is exactly what we need. For those little kids to get out of the streets. Now, number two on this program, it's a gentleman called Julius Nyerere. He is the father of modern-day Tanzania. He was president from 1964 to 1985. He was a socialist, but then his ideas and modes of governance continue to live on. And we'll take his quote right now. Number one there are two actually. Number one, peace is born of hope. When hope is gone, there will be social upheavals. That is true. And it is eternal. You cannot fault it. Mm-hmm. Now, number two there, you are not successful until your successor succeeds. That's wonderful. Really marvelous from Julius Nyerere. Number three, we have our own Obafemi Awolowo. There's no mistaking about it. We can talk about Awolowo for hours and hours on end. The best president, as Ojukwu said, the best president that Nigeria never had. He was a treasure. We lost it. We lost that treasure. We lost a heritage. And we lost someone who could have given Nigeria a direction that we never could think about. Awolowo remains an icon in Africa. Now, what are some of his thoughts? A quote that we're taking today: a greedy, corrupt, and evil administration is bound to wither sooner or later in the face of obsessive desire and mounting clamor on the part of the masses of the people for a welfare regime which will benefit all equally. That's amazing. That's truly amazing, coming from Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He said a lot of things, but we just thought we could pick this from the lot. And we are moving now to the sub-region, still in the sub-region. Thomas Sankara, the military leader in those days, he led a country now called Burkina Faso. It used to be Upper Volta. Now, Thomas Sankara is an icon that you can always talk about. He brought a lot of changes to Burkina Faso, and that's why today, for instance, under the new leadership, we are still remembering him as being an exemplar in that vast country in the sub-region. Now, his quote, "Let there be an end to the arrogance of the big powers who miss no opportunity, who miss, emphasis mine, who miss no opportunity to put the rights of the people in question. Africa's absence from the club of those who have the right to veto is unjust and should be ended." This young man said this very many years ago, and today we are still reeling in the delight of having such an opportunity, of reeling with the delight of going to have such an opportunity. However, we move on from Thomas Sankara, and we get to the last one today, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana. That is, he was the Prime Minister of Ghana from 1957 to 1960, a student of Karl Marx and Marcus Garvey. He schooled in the United States, and he was very close to our own Nnamdi Azikiwe. They both schooled in the United States. Now, let's take his first quote. "Action without thoughts is empty. Thought without action is blind." Think about it. And secondly, there, I never wish to be a millionaire. I'm particularly interested in this. I never wish to be a millionaire. Millionaires live on the backs of poor people and call it business. That's wonderful indeed. But that's a bit for today. We just took these 5 short quotes. There are many more really that will come your way, but we took these 5 eminent Africans on this program today. We'll have many more because there have been wonderful, great leaders from this continent and from around the world, whose examples we can follow day by day. But this program, let me just quickly say this, is open for sponsorship. We would like people to sponsor the program so we can reach to, can have more of such we are doing now in the process of satisfying our viewers back home and also in the diaspora. That's our bit for today. Don't forget to tune in to us on a regular basis, and we'll be ready to serve you. Merry Christmas again. My name is Emmanuel Egariba. All my love and prayers. Bye-bye.